Right. So, observe the delightful landscape with the wrecked vehicles to your right-hand side, forming a picturesque backdrop. Yeah, Streamlabs, I think he's being a little bit OTT. But like I said, PhantomBot was arguing the toss. So I'm going to transfer everything over to Stream Elements. But at the moment, this is what I've got. And in the distance, we have the not at all inspired by Battle Angel Alita city in the clouds. Yeah, I've been playing with what bots I'm going to replace PhantomBot with. And to be fair, I think Stream Elements is going to have it. Just remembering my don't look like an undead attempt. That's better. Right. This game uses automatic saves. Choices are permanent, so make them carefully. Okay, we have warnings for fast flashing images. So if you've got photosensitive epilepsy, be warned.
So, what's with the gloomy look? Left someone dear behind?
Yeah. You could say that.
Been there. So, Nordson, eh? You better buckle up. We've got some nasty weather coming in.
I heard. Sadly, caring about storms is a luxury people in my line of work are rarely afforded.
Oh, and what kind of work is that?
Special Agent, Violent Crimes. Central Bureau.
Well, shit.
Okay. Well, shit covers it. Okay. It's the new game thing. That should boost it for you. Okay. Nordsund Workshop Hall, 10:12 a.m.
You there. This is a restricted crime scene.
At East Constable, Special Agent England here. Hi there, I'm Vera. Your superior briefed you about me. Vera England, Central Bureau. Okay, how formal do we want to open with? Inclined to say not, hi, I'm Vera. Hello, I'm Vera. I'll be your investigating officer for the day. It's not by the same company as Unavowed, but the audio, the voice acting is directed by the same guy. And since that's class, I'm inclined to say we're probably on a good hiding here. At Ease Constable, Special Agent England here. Let's put him at ease. Yeah, at ease.
At ease, Constable. Special Agent England here.
Oh, my apologies, Agent. I was expecting someone older.
I'll take that as a compliment. Now, brief me, please.
Certainly, ma'am. The victim is Carl Oscarson, age 33. Stabbed to death by an unknown assailant. He worked here as a carpenter and was found early this morning by a coworker who's sitting over there by the window.
Got it.
Okay. Right, so Vera can advance 3 distinct personality traits: empathetic, assertive, and analytical. Your choices will influence all 3, affecting the course of the story and the tools at your disposal. Advancing 1 personality trait always weakens the other 2, so choose carefully. Oh my god, we have a murder. I'm so happy. Yes! Murder mysteries your thing, aren't they? And true crime. So.
Sorry about the state of the crime scene. We're not used to this sort of thing.
I get it, but I gotta tell you, this isn't up to par. Follow my lead. Evidently, the entire room should have been evacuated. Don't worry about it, Constable. This looks quite typical. Really don't like that last one. Thinking number one. Red is the new game for Ichi. It's set around 2045 and it has 2020 as its historical background. So there is a timeline of lore that goes straight from 2020 all the way through to 2077 in the new CDPR game. And yeah, it uses a version of the interlock system. So if you've played or seen the Witcher RPG, you're in the same ballpark. Let's go with I get it, but I gotta tell you this isn't up to par. Follow my lead. I don't want to scold him too hard, which would be that one. And that one's a bit hand-holdy. Sorry.
I get it, but I gotta tell you that this isn't up to par. Follow my lead, alright?
Will do, ma'am. Happy to assist in any way you need.
Good to hear. Now, give me a second while I examine the body.
Can
Sure,
be done.
I'll be here.
Can be done, Chrono. Okay, this has amplified her assertive side.
So, is this where you use your X-ray vision?
My what?
Come on, you have to be aware of the rumors. How agents like you are supposed to be equipped with some kind of advanced cybernetics?
Who told you about that? It's just so I'm good at what I do. Central Bureau has a strict no-comment policy on those types of inquiries. I'd love to talk about that, but I'll be breaking the rules. Let's keep it vague.
Let's just say I'm good at what I do. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, didn't mean to overstep my boundaries. Hush, hush. Got it.
Well, Fish, of course, there is precedent in the book for certainly Ciri to dimensionally travel to a world that bears a startling resemblance to cyberpunk. Yeah, alright, Streamlabs, easier. Okay. So, we have an old soda fountain, sorted lockers. Oh, it's a balloon, possibly. We have policemen, we have a corpse. Let's have a chat with co-worker. Actually, corpse or co-worker? First, do we think? You're irrationally excited for the corpse. Alrighty. So, I have a forensic scanner, a biometric analyzer, and muscle boost. Okay. So, yep, she's cybered.
Alright, we've got multiple knife-sized stab wounds to the chest. I don't see a murder weapon, so I take it none was found at the scene?
That's right. All knives and sharp tools in the building have been accounted for, too.
It looks like the victim was attacked directly from the front. I don't see any major defense wounds, so this was either a surprise attack, or the victim knew the perpetrator. What about any potential suspects, Constable? Did Carl have enemies?
None as far as we know. He seemed to be well liked among the guys here, but the man who found him might know more.
I would imagine even if he knew the guy,
There was a photo in his chest pocket.
Lower right corner are your augmentations. Yes, had a look there. Experiment with your augs to learn how they work. Okie dokie. I like that subtitles are on by default. It's not even an issue. Meki, she's probably got built-in rubber gloves. Ooh. Okay. Forensic anomalies will show up. Okay. Deceased male, age 32, plus or minus 4 years. Blood type B, estimated time of death, minus 6 hours. DNA prints and blade shape added to data vault. Oh, I like. Collected scanner samples. Oh, cool. So I can look for things like his DNA elsewhere. Oh, we like that. Hello. Human blood, B. DNA mismatch from current carrier.
Post-mortem, huh? That would suggest that he likely only touched the body after death.
Oh, I like the eyes. Cybernetic latex kin dermal treatment. Yeah, could be. Rather like that. So, let's see how this scan works. Let's put the dead guy's DNA into the scanner. So, yes, it's there. We have a fingerprint match.
That must be Carl's locker.
I love this. This is so cool. So yes, that's definitely the dead guy's blood. Always worth checking. Blade shape. We have no bladed objects yet. So let's go back to Smart Scan and turn off the forensic analyzer.
It's a bloody photograph of Carl and a young woman, taken fairly recently by the look of it. He's holding hands with the woman, but I can't discern her face. Too much damage to the photo. She's wearing a brass necklace. Could be relevant.
Okay. Okay, Neo, I will say if you win, I'll let you know. The giveaway, by the way, is through Drive-Thru RPG, so it'll be a drive-through copy. I will contact the winner via Whisper on Twitch. Ouch. And I'll need your email address so I can forward it to Artalsorium. Okay. And it has to be it really needs to be the one that's linked to your drive-thru account. Oh yeah, have a good one, Neo. So I've got a handgun, I've got a notebook.
My picture of Alex. I miss him.
Alex.
It's a bloody he's holding. She's wearing a.
Okay. Right, let's go have a chat with the guy who found the body. Murder flirt. Be quick and to the point. He doesn't look too happy to be here. Take your time to console him. Begin by asking about his bloody hands. Looks can deceive. If he's guilty, stalling would give him a chance to come up with a lie. Thinking option 2. Let's be nice.
Hey there. What's your name?
I'm Alfred, Carl's friend. Well, we were friends. Now he's gone.
Are you doing okay? Do you have somebody to talk to after this?
I'll be okay. Please just ask your questions so I can go home.
Okay. Notebook contains 2 sections, notes and people. Show inventory items during dialogue by clicking on them. Okay.
Why don't you tell me about what happened this morning?
Okay. I get up early from my morning smoke. I keep my smokes in my locker, so I came in here. I saw Carl lying in the corner. It was still kind of dark, so I thought he'd fallen and hurt himself. I ran over to him. That's when I noticed the blood, and I guess I was kind of in shock, so I tried to stop the bleeding, but then I felt how cold he was. I yelled for help. The guys came running, and then Joseph, our foreman, sent someone to go get the police.
Okay. When was the last time you saw Carl alive?
Late last night, around midnight. He stayed up with us playing cards, which is unusual.
Unusual? How so?
Well, it was rare for Carl to stick around in the evenings. He usually went out by himself.
Oh. Do you know where he used to go?
No idea. He didn't talk much about that. Maybe he went to the canteen to meet some friends. Anyway, Carl seemed a bit anxious last night. He seemed distracted.
Got it. Thanks for the info.
Okay. So let's see if he can identify who's in this photo.
Have a look at this picture. Do you know who the woman is?
Yeah, that's just some old girlfriend of Carl's from ages ago.
Is that so? It doesn't look that old. At least Carl looks about the same.
Guess the guy aged well. Any other questions?
Don't get the hump with me, mate. Okay. So what can you actually tell me about the dead guy?
Can you tell me a little bit about Carl?
Sure. I've known him since I started working here 4 years ago. We instantly hit it off. He had a great sense of humor. He used to be so cheerful, you know? Always kidding around, always with a smile on his face. But then about a year ago, something happened. He became absent-minded and humorless. I know people can change, but this came seemingly from nowhere.
Huh. What do you think caused this shift?
No idea. Whatever it was, he wouldn't confide in me about it.
Okay. So yeah, something happened a year ago. And then recently changed his routine. You like the art when the characters are talking, they don't make her too smooth. Yeah. This does look a lot like Unavowed and Shardlight.
That's enough questions for now.
Which is nothing but good for me. What is the deal with that?
Looks pre-collapse, basically a glorified corner lamp. There's a coin slot on the side with a coin stuck in it. I can probably pull it out using some extra strength.
Okay, so we have a test of how to use the muscle boost. Interact with your target before the timer runs out or it will need time to recharge. Nice.
Got the coin. It's an old pre-collapse coin. No one would accept it as payment today.
Okay. We don't know what the collapse is. Some deal with the criminal mobsters or loan sharks due to money issues. Could be. As I said, coming to this totally cold. Now, let's have a look at Carl's locker.
Locked. Doesn't look incredibly strong, though. I might be able to get it open with enough force.
Okay.
Geez, try not to wreck the place.
No reason for alarm. I just needed to get this locker open.
This is where he goes, but I have the key. Okay. Can I forensic scan a locker? Yes. Soil contains traces of rare flora, saffron crocus. Crocus sativus. Bootprint added to data vault. Nice. Okay, so let's look at the bootprint. Okay, nothing's showing up there. Okay. Yeah. It's got some nice touches, hasn't it, guys? Shardlight and not Shardlight, which would be an alternative name for Mr. T. Yes. Okay.
There was a piece of paper in one of the inner pockets.
Okay.
The note looks like it was written by a woman. It reads,
Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
Why do these people never sign their stuff?
I already searched that.
Okay.
A pair of large boots with dirt under them.
Okay. I think that's all in the locker.
A few more questions, if I may. Do you know anything about saffron plants?
Nope. I know we grow them in Nordsund, but that's it.
Okay, that's more than I know. Note looks like it was written by a woman. It reads, a woman wrote this. You sign your stuff at work, usually with a smiley. Fair. Reminded of how I used to sign things like Christmas and birthday cards at old employer. Everybody else would just sign normally, and I always turned mine upside down and signed at the bottom. Everybody else, nice normal signature, upside down. Well, not Jurassic Cup, but realname.com.
Do you know who wrote this note to Carl?
Afraid not. I don't recognize the handwriting.
Okay.
I don't want to share that with him.
Yeah.
Are you sure about this woman?
Yes, I told you. Old girlfriend from before.
Okay.
That's enough questions for now.
Okay.
Okay.
He's got nervous leg. He's twitchy.
Constable.
Yes, Agent.
Let's have a look.
Do you know anything about saffron plants?
I know we grow them here in Nordsund, but I'm not sure exactly where. We have vegetables all over.
Okay.
I found this in Carl's coat. What do you make of it?
Not sure. But it's a bit strange that the person who wrote this couldn't just tell him face to face.
Maybe they didn't want to risk being seen together. Or the note's author needed to leave in a hurry.
Yeah, could be.
I love her haircut, by the way. Works for the setting. Are you willing to bet that Alfred had a crush on Corpse? Maybe. Alfred and Carl, huh?
Do you know who the woman in this photo is?
Too hard to tell. Sorry.
I don't know. I'm torn between he's hiding something and he's just traumatized because a work colleague of his got stabbed horribly to death.
Okay, that's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
Okay.
Not yet. I think the witness knows more than he's letting on.
Okay. Can I check the
Hey,
dormitory?
I'm gonna go check out the dorm. Where's Carl's bed?
Turn left and then go straight. I left the light on so it'd be easy for you to find.
Gotcha. Be right back.
Do some more digging and then go and have another chat with Alfred. Not that I'm paranoid or anything. Okay, yeah, I'm paranoid. Sue me. That's nice. She's turning to follow where the smart scan is. Let's go with Carl's bioprint. So, that'd be his DNA then. Carl prone to shedding. Now, why is he diddling around with the air vents?
There are a lot of prints around a panel on the air duct.
I am liking this game. I tell face to face if you can leave sticky notes. I just had stacks of sticky notes and digital sticky notes version 2. Yeah. Okay, well, that makes sense. Was he anywhere else? Anything blade-shaped has apparently been accounted for, so not niche. Okay. Biometric analyzer will automatically lock onto nearby targets. Is that a lie detector? I've got a lie detector! Oh, we're gonna go back and have a chat with Alfred. And hello, nomads! We are just starting an investigation into a horrible, horrible stabby murder in a cyberpunk world. I'm just experimenting through the tutorial with all my augmentations. and very much enjoying it, to be honest. It's very well put together. Don't know if you've yet entered the raffle, which no doubt Steam Labs will tell you about every 4 seconds. But exclamation mark raffle gets you an entry into... There you go. Entry to potentially win a copy of Cyberpunk Red. Okay, let's go check out Carl's bed.
Dirty laundry. Smells like machine oil.
Nice.
Both beds look recently used.
Okay, so who had the other bunk is the question.
Both beds look recently used. Both beds...
Okay, yeah, alright.
The panel is screwed on tight. I'll need some way of getting it loose.
Super string?
Sure, I could try to use brute force, but I'd risk damaging what's inside.
Okay, well at least she acknowledges that it's a possibility.
Pens and paper. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Clean clothes and sheets. Nothing interesting.
Okay. So there is something to be found in there. But I actually don't have a screwdriver or anything. Thank you, by the way, Fish, for dropping the link in. So the game is getting the cool elements you like to play with on DBH, but none of the bad scenariostic choices. That's okay, Nid. I'm trying to get the hang of a game, so it's a new thing. Okay.
A few more questions, if I may?
Okay, so the biometric output may display emotional anomalies during dialogue. Click on them to make them known to Vera before they disappear. Okay.
Hey, do you happen to know where I can get a screwdriver?
Well, okay, I have one. I'll need it back, though.
Sure, thanks.
My god, I don't have to go on a major fetch quest. Fish, if you want to use your affiliate link, you are more than welcome to so do. Okay. Let's double check this photo of the girl.
Are you sure about this woman?
Yes, I told you. Old girlfriend from before.
Hello. Logically explain he has nothing to gain by being deceptive. Be stern about it. He's clearly being dishonest. Try to appeal to his conscience. You have nothing to gain by being deceptive or try to appeal to his conscience. Sure, I have a screwdriver, but I'll need you to find me an obscure brand of coffee that's been out of production for 3 years. God, yes! You've played the same games I have.
You should know that it would not serve your best interests to hide information from me. By refusing to cooperate, you'll force me to escalate the situation with a formal interrogation at the police station.
That's more extreme.
None of that is necessary.
Than I was
I'm
aiming
only
for.
interested in finding Carl's murderer.
I'm sorry. I gave him a promise. Well, the lady in the photo, Carl is still seeing her. Well, was, I suppose.
Yeah, I should have
Why
gone for
wouldn't
his
you tell me
conscience.
that from the beginning?
It was a secret. Carl said they would both get in trouble if anybody knew.
Why would they get into trouble? An affair?
I didn't ask, but yeah, it could be.
All right. Tell me everything you know about this woman.
Carl said she lived somewhere north of town, but that's all I know.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay.
I could go and follow up on the Saffron lead now, but I think there's more to find in the dormitory.
There is. I'm assuming that a lot of this is because I'm running on the tutorial. So she's basically giving me the Janet and John intro in how to play the game. Which I can cope with, to be honest. Let's re-ask him about Carl's
Why
murder.
don't you tell me about what happened this morning?
Okay. I get up early from my morning smoke. I keep my smokes in my locker, so I came in here. I saw Carl lying in the corner. It was still kind of dark, so I thought he'd fallen and hurt himself. I ran over to him. That's when I noticed the blood, and I guess I was kind of in shock, so I tried to stop the bleeding, but then I felt how cold he was. I yelled for help. The guys came running, and then Josef, our foreman, sent someone to go get the police.
Okay.
When was the last time you saw Carl?
Late last night, around midnight.
Unusual.
Well, it was rare for Carl.
Oh,
Not
I
exactly,
think that's
but
it.
anyway, Carl seemed a bit anxious last night.
got it. Thanks for the info.
Okay. So yeah, he's got nothing more for
That's
the murder.
enough questions for now.
Let's turn off the analyzer. Mekki, Janet and John. Yeah, indeed, as Fish says, it's a reference to a set of children's books. They're Dick and Jane in America. But basically they are... Janet and John own a dog and talk in very simplistic language. It's run, spot, run. See, spot, run. That sort of thing. And thank you for entering the giveaway.
Constable.
Yes, Agent.
So, Carl was seeing a mystery woman.
Do you know anything about a woman who was seeing Carl?
I'm afraid not. I didn't know Carl myself.
That's fair.
Okay, that's all I need for now.
Right,
Very
let's
well,
go
Agent.
check. Oh, thank God those are fast travel. Right.
It's the screwdriver that Alfred lent me.
Yes, I know. Is she automatically going to use the right thing from her inventory, or do I have to click
The
and drag?
panel is screwed on tight.
Click and drag. Okay.
There was a small key hidden inside the duct. I think I'm almost done here. I should just talk to the constable before I go. A small, unique-looking key.
See John's chainsaw. Run, spot, run. Yes. Maybe it was his locker key. Oh, don't say things like that. Love her coat, by the way. And frankly, her boots, I have to say. I'm hoping it isn't.
Hey, I think I'm done here.
Oh, okay. Mind sharing your findings?
It seems like the murder could be tied to a secret relationship Carl had with a woman. But I'm leaving all options open.
Sounds reasonable. Do you have a lead to follow up on?
Yes, I have reason to believe that Carl recently passed through an area with saffron plants somewhere in Nordsund. Maybe I can correlate that with Carl's movements to the north of town when seeing that woman.
Good. Meanwhile, we'll transport the body to the morgue and have an autopsy performed as soon as possible.
Okay.
Do you want us to keep the area sealed off?
No need. I'm done here and won't come back. You can let the men get back to work.
Very well.
Might
I'll
need.
let them know.
By the way, how do I get to the police station from here?
Just head straight east outside. You'll see it.
Got it. See you later.
You might also need a new lock on that locker. I know. There's no way to change the timer on that I've seen. So I do apologise. Streamlabs is indeed being a wee bit on the pushy side. Okay. So we have a lift. We have CCTV camera, possibly? I'm inclined to say that one wouldn't necessarily hide one's locker key in a secret panel. Yes, we have one corpse and we hope to find more, apparently. We have workers, we have another copper, we have a museum, we have town square. I like the kind of ad hoc look to it. That's nice.
Looks like an old hovercraft.
Let's go have a chat. Depends what you keep in your locker.
Hey,
Fair.
what's happening here?
Bit of an electrical problem with some fallen power lines. It's being taken care of, but it'll be a while.
So I can't enter the museum?
Well, you can, but only if electrocution is something you enjoy during working hours.
Fair play. Electrocution, that's funny. So when can you have this fixed? Will there also be incineration? I prefer my electrocutions to be followed by intense burning. What caused it? Did someone mess up, or was there some kind of environmental damage? I'm so fed up with people drinking my tea. I'm hiding my locker key. Option 2. Okay, we have a vote for option 2. For those of you who've come in since the start, basically my responses are going to affect how the gameplay works and what augmentations she ends up unlocking.
Will there also be incineration? I prefer my electrocutions to be followed by intense burning.
You'll be nice and crisp, all right. Jokes aside, come back tomorrow. By then, the museum should be available.
All right, thanks.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate that of the workers we've found so far, we've got an even mix in engineering of men and women.
Hello, Deputy. What are you guarding?
The residence of the first murder victim. The commissary told me to direct you to his office before going upstairs.
I see. I'll go find him and come back later then.
Sounds good, Agent.
Good summary, Magpie. With dead man, blade missing, behaviour changed about a year ago, seemed anxious last night when he stayed late, which wasn't his usual routine, and was dating a woman in secret. Right. Town Square then.
All right, so this is the town square. That building with the emblem must be the police station.
Secret dating is the kiss of death, as to were. Well, potentially. Scholar. Oh, Scholar. This is a Nordic game. I'm pretty rubbish at keeping up with chat most times, so you tend to lurk by default. Nomads, you are absolutely welcome to lurk. You're welcome to chip in. Entirely up to you. You can get involved as much or as little as you like. That's okay, Anil. Your actual job takes precedence. Oh, and thank you, Moliere. Yeah, I decided not to make this a sub-only draw, but it's followers only, so at least I can keep track of people. And I'm still headed towards 333, of course. Which will be Mystery of the Druids. Making a rose while you're watching the stream. Okay.
Nice and shiny. I can even see my reflection in it.
Okay, that's random. Right, let's follow the game and head to the police station. Time to visit the cop shop.
I'm surprised the Bureau got their thumb out of their ass. It's not like they could find Nordson on a map.
I, for one, am grateful for the help. From what I hear, the person they sent is young, but quite capable.
Optimistic as always, eh, Kurt? I guess we'll see. Agent Anglin, we've been expecting you.
Councilwoman, I was told you'd be my Bureau contact here.
That's correct. I'm Stina Ruth, and this here is Kurt Anderson, police commissary.
Welcome, Agent. Enjoy your trip to the middle of nowhere?
It was a bit bumpy, and way longer than I expected.
Yeah, that train has seen better days. You'll find your luggage in your quarters, just through the door behind me.
Thanks. I'll check it out later.
So, you were probably confused as hell when we sent you straight to a crime scene, right?
Kind of. I thought I was supposed to investigate a murder from last week.
You were, but unfortunately a second killing required your urgent attention.
Oh.
I assume there are some Bureau procedures before I brief Agent England about the situation?
Yes. Why don't you head to your office, and I'll send this youngling on her merry way when we're done.
Very well. It was a pleasure to meet you, Agent.
Likewise. I'm a bit confused here. Who do I report to?
Only to me as overseer of this district. The local police are at your disposal since they're legally required to aid you in the investigation.
Got it. How would you like me to share my findings with you?
Face to face, in the evenings. The balcony inside the local canteen is a good place to meet.
Okay.
Okay. I think I have what I need then. I'll go talk to the commissary.
Good. We'll catch up later. Oh, but I have to ask. Tell me, how was it for you?
What do you mean?
Come on, you know what I'm talking about.
Beg pardon?
We've both done it.
Oh, you mean the augmentation?
Hope
The
so.
nanofluid injection.
Sticking to the boring scientific terms, aren't we? Back in my time, we used to just call it taking the blue. Come on, let this old lady live a little. Tell me, how was your first kiss with the blue?
Okay, so yes. Oh, thank you again, Monia. Saving people the difficulty of watching ads. I appreciate that. Okay, they're talking French in my chat. Right, fine. Fortunately, I read French way better than I speak it. Okay, so yeah. Nanofluid injection. She has cybernetic augmentations. The orgs down bottom right here are not equipment she's carrying. They're integral. So those 3 are what everyone starts with, and then you can unlock 3 more. That's okay. It's no problem. So, the nanofluid injection is how the cybernetics work. We're talking, I suspect, nanites. Makes sense. So, I can say I had an amazing sense of belonging, like I was connected to everything and everyone around me. It was like a sudden rush filling my limbs and body, followed by a sense of power and determination. A sense of enlightenment and acute awareness washed over me, a crystal clear lucidity I've never felt before. I have to say, number 2's a bit boring. I don't think she had a boring first time out. Crystal clear lucidity would be interesting as a change from real life, yeah. Don't worry, you fail French. I actually passed French at GCSE, God knows how. Okay. I think number 1's a bit hippie, to be honest. That's kind of, you know, if she had also taken a hit of acid alongside. Yeah, exactly what we learned in school, this kiddie talk. I got away with passing my French oral by speaking Latin. I panicked and couldn't remember some words. Fortunately, it was close enough and I largely did that. Let's go with the acute awareness and enlightenment.
A sense of enlightenment and acute awareness washed over me. A crystal clear lucidity I had never felt before.
I remember that moment like it was yesterday. What I wouldn't give to feel like that again. No side effects, I hope? We wouldn't want you to get compromised in dangerous situations.
Not yet, but I know what to look out for. Mild hallucinations, nightmares, burning sensations in the limbs, the occasional migraine. Things like that.
Yeah, that covers the usual suspects. All right, I think you're good to go then. We shouldn't keep the commissary waiting.
I think I've just identified what her portrait reminds me of. Cannot remember the actress's name, but did anybody, aside from me and possibly Fish, used to watch Sybil back in the day? Sybil Shepherd had her own sitcom. She had a best friend. That looks like her. And it sounds like her too. It may not be. Everybody watched Sybil, surely. It was really good. Pro move, was it? Yeah. Fortunately, I was doing Latin GCSE and French GCSE at the same time. Okay, so we have access to a coffee machine. Oh, we have access to a
thermos, presumably filled with coffee.
Give to Dratty.
Damn good coffee. It's a map of Nordsund. Looks like the center of the disc is hollow. Curious.
Police office coffee, that's on your bucket list to have. Extra caffeinated.
Nah, I have work to do.
Okay, so that's the sitting there.
Low maintenance. My kind of plant.
Yeah, I actually managed to kill cactus. No idea how. Okay, so we have doorway out, Anderson's office, Vera's quarters. Okay, let's go talk to Anderson.
All right, Agent. Would you like me to brief you about the first murder?
Yes, please.
Maya Strand, 41 years old, the caretaker of the Nordsund Museum. She was found by the janitor on the floor near the exhibits early last Wednesday. Just like Carl, she was stabbed. No witnesses, no evidence. Killer practically a ghost. No signs of a forced entry, so either the entrance was open or she let him in herself.
What about her residence? Anything out of the ordinary in there?
Nothing, as far as we could tell. But we left the place as we found it if you want to have a look. She lived upstairs from the museum.
Noted. The crime scene is no longer intact, though, correct?
Afraid so. The museum is important to Nordsund, so we had the place cleaned out pretty quickly.
Okay. Well, I love the very distinctive look on the artwork, by the way, and the selection of fantastic moustaches. Bet she was Carl's lady friend. Carl was, what, 34? She was in her 40s. It's not unreasonable. Literally, you killed a cactus, cut the living part, planted it. It's dying again because you can't care for cacti. I've got a couple of aloe vera plants in my living room. I really must turn the pots more regularly because currently they're doing this to get to the window light. Okay, right, but now that I'm here, I assume you'll check with me before clearing any future crime scenes. Sorry to hear that. I guess bureaucrats messing up police work isn't just a city problem. Oh! Exactly what kind of power does Town Hall have over the Nordsund police? Huh. Well, I don't think number 2's going to win her any friends, to be honest. Yeah, Molly and mine are. I'm happy to take some pictures of my aloe veras. I'll stick them in my chat at some point. We have a plant comparison and try. I take a very Darwinistic approach to my plants. If they live, they live. Okay, so what do we think? I'm thinking 1 or 3. Possibly 3, because that's less accusatory, and I'm trying to make friends at the moment.
Exactly what kind of power does Town Hall have over the Nordsund police?
Well, there's the elected mayor, Marianne Holst, and the town council with 5 members. Technically, they can't interfere with our work, but they do allocate resources to the police department, so I try to appease them where I can.
So they can't fire you if they disagree with your methods?
No, I'm independently elected. But they certainly have ways of making my life a living hell if they really want to.
Got it. Thanks for the info.
Okay.
One more thing. I'd like to see Maya's body, if that's possible.
Of course. We brought it out of the freezer this morning. You'll find it in the morgue, over at the clinic.
Stick it
Dr.
in the
Pearson,
microwave.
our physician, is awaiting your arrival.
Good. I'll head there when we're done.
4 minutes on defrost, wait for the ping. Your aloe's trying to take over the world. 1's become 8 and you still need to thin them out. Oh, wow. Right, so I have a whole heap of people to investigate. Right, let's have a chat.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
I wouldn't say so. He and my son were playmates as children, but they grew apart in their teens. I haven't talked to Carl myself for many years.
Been defrosting it, but you should check it's fully thawed before you start cooking. Main character being cyber enhanced, but there's still paper and whatever tech is in the background. It's not a drut stream without cannibalism. Yeah, we're talking after the collapse, so we've got this interesting, and it does remind me actually of Red quite a lot. This interesting mix of make do and high tech. You thought you heard the man say he was a primate as a kid. If you're thinking, by the way, of picking this game up, there are subtitles in about 9 languages. They've really done a good job. I assume subtitles in multiple languages. Could actually be they've localized it to a lot.
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
All right. What do you know about her?
All I have is a picture of her that I found on Carl. But it's damaged, and her face can't be clearly seen.
Tricky. If you had any kind of personal information, like an address, you could look her up in our records. They're in the drawers behind me.
No. I'll get back to you about this if I learn more.
So I'm going to be using that a lot.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Me? Oh, I've been doing this job for 15 years now. I took over when the previous commissary died. I'm married with 3 children. Anita, my youngest, is off studying science in the city now. We're counting the days to Christmas when she comes back to visit.
Can I turn on my analyzer?
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth?
I respect her. She's a competent politician.
Oof.
She gets things done, unlike some of the other people on the council. Sure, she has a temper, and she's not the most tactful person, but she calls out bullshit when she sees it. When I'm right, she has my back, and when I'm wrong, well, she won't let me revel in my sweet ignorance for long.
Ooh. You don't really care for Dutch subtitles mostly. They're good at translating in such a way it completely misses a pun or crucial info. Oh.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not at all. Museums aren't my cup of tea. I prefer to not dwell on the past.
Yeah, he's not that bothered, is he?
Do you know if saffron is grown anywhere in Nordsund?
I think so, yes. There should be someone in town with more information.
Okay.
What do you know about the murder in the locker room over at the workshop hall?
Not much. As you know, the murder happened shortly before you arrived, so I'm leaving the matter in your capable hands.
Not my problem, mate. Huh?
Do you know who the woman in this picture is?
No idea, sorry.
No reaction.
What do you make of this?
Not sure, but if you need to know when somebody came to town, I'd suggest looking in the citizens' records behind me.
Okay.
Right. I might do that if I can figure out who wrote this note. Any idea of what this opens?
Nope, not a clue.
Okay. Basically, you got
That's
nothing
all I
for me.
needed.
Very well.
Okay, so we have files and we have books. We have a greenhouse, inexplicably.
A small local greenhouse. A typical site in Nordsund, it seems.
Misty was polite, saying, "Not my job, not my fault, not my problem." Yes.
A collection of what seems to be both fiction and books on law and social sciences. If that's all Anderson's, he's quite well read. Just lots of case files. Looks like a logbook. Maybe Anderson records his daily work there.
Okay. I don't think there's going to be any example of dodginess, but let's just look for Carl's biodata. Did he ever enter this room? The answer is no, probably not. Indeed, trust but verify.
I guess Anderson has a colleague.
But we don't know who that is, so. Could be any one of the Mustachio Brigade. Let's go back to my quarters. What is that?
Looks purely decorative.
No, no. Smart scan, please. Because I want to know what the hell that is. Interesting rugs. Okay. Ooh, ew. I think forensics could probably be kept quite busy with that. Why are you tempted to enter the raffle? You already have a copy of the PDF. I don't know, Monia. I just don't know. Okay.
No, I'm not tired.
We have an empty bookshelf. We had a
Nice
potted
big
plant.
lemon. Small miracle to see it grow to that size under these conditions.
That is a huge lemon.
There's a bottle of molding resin here. Might be useful. I already searched that. A bottle of molding resin. I can use this to cast different shapes. It might also work as a glue.
Okay. Mother of all lemons.
Doesn't appear to be functional. There's not even a switch or anything.
Okay.
Maybe later. I'm not that hungry.
You would have to be seriously starving to use that. Okay. What is that? Oh, cells. Okay.
Unmanned. Makes sense with no people in here.
Okay, so presumably there will
Probably for opening the cells. I don't need to mess with that.
There will be a copper on duty when I've arrested someone. Okay.
Empty.
Right, let's go back to town. She can make resin dice. Potentially. So we've got the clinic. We have the school and we have the canteen. Now they did say he might have gone to the canteen. I'm guessing actually means, I suppose, cafe. But if it's a company town type
Robot?
thing?
Drilling machine? Space rocket? I have no idea, honestly.
Fair enough.
Looks like it's filled with different kinds of spare parts.
Okay.
Looks like an old filing cabinet. Not sure what it's used for. Various handbooks for the typical day-to-day stuff.
Okay. So we have 2 patrons, a balcony, which is presumably where I'll go my briefing. Service entrance.
A neat stack of plates. Matching cutlery is nowhere to be seen. 3 plastic trays. Good number.
Sake.
A few identical coffee cups. They don't look quite as clean as they should be.
Various pictures. Should we just search for Carl's DNA, Carl's biodata? Because we know that he apparently came to the canteen. Maybe he stuck a gun under a table or something. You never know. As it is, no, he didn't.
A bottle of mold.
Oh, right, sorry. Okay, let's have a chat.
Weekend's coming up. Great, huh?
Looks like you've got a head start.
All shoes repaired, all coats patched up. That's when you call it a day. Finish your work fast and you get the best food rations. Oldest trick in the book.
I get it. Well, enjoy your time off.
Okay. So he's half cut.
Gotta rest my mind, stranger. Have a long weekend shift ahead of me.
No problem. Enjoy the rest of your time off.
And again, to those of you who weren't in at the top of the stream, let me introduce you to my merch cup that turned up today. Available for purchase. Yes, you can have a Drutter cup. Handwritten notes. Okay. Neither of those patrons seem particularly interesting. He's lost.
Looks a bit overgrown. Could use some trimming.
Oh,
hey,
cool.
I'm Vera Englund, Special Agent.
Oh, I heard about you. I'm Rolf, the plant master of Nordsund.
A plant master? What's that?
A foreman of sorts. I oversee a team of gardeners who tend to our shared crops.
Don't trust you.
Got it. I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Excuse
Go right-
me. While I just turn on the biometric analyzer. Because I trust you as far as I could cheerfully spit a cat. He's the weed dealer. The writing they use in this game is in runes, apparently. It's a Nordic game. So it's possible that in parts they've reverted to using runic writing.
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
Nothing but the talk of the town. That Maya Strand was stabbed by some maniac.
Okay.
Do you happen to know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
Perhaps. What would this gentleman have to gain from that piece of information?
Me not shooting you? Now's not the time. Don't you want justice for 2 murder victims? Let's say I'll be your friend for a while. You wouldn't want it any other way. This behaviour suggests you're a hustler, one with scruples in low supply. Cooperating would make sure your business is left alone. That's the very analytical. Okay, so we've got 1 vote for 3. Any other suggestions? I'm going to be fascinated to see how this works. Oh, thanks. Great. 1 of each for 1, 2, and 3. 3's winning. 2 or 3. That one strikes me as slightly exploitative. Maybe I don't want to step straight into threatening. This is the no bullshit line.
This behavior suggests that you are a hustler, one with scruples and low supply. Cooperating would make sure your business is left alone.
Reading you loud and clear, officer.
It's agent, or special agent, not officer. That's a police rank.
Whatever you say, agent. Now, 2 places come to mind. The greenhouses to the south, and a few crops near Mimir Road.
Mimir Road, where's that?
North of the town square. Look for 2 large farming robots standing around.
All right, got it.
Okay. Oh, now that's nice. I like that. As clues get progressively updated, it's updating in my notebook.
What do you know about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Almost nothing. I just heard half an hour ago. Damn shame.
And he didn't flag it, so I wonder if he knows who that woman is.
Do you know who these people are?
Damn, that's bloody. Looks like Carl Oscarson, but I couldn't say who the woman is.
It's the same as Black Sad game. Ah, is it? And thank you, Ouch. Mimir Road, even Mimir the Giant. Okay.
What do you make of this?
Not sure, but about the first day I came to Nordsund, I think the police have records of when people come and go.
Ah, might be worth a follow-up. Thanks.
Okay. Guess the investigation hop tips work further into the game as well. Yep. I'm just generally interested in the way this game is structured. You scummy weed dealer. I think I picked the right option to get him to talk, because it was just yeah, I'm not going to mess with you if you don't bullshit me.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
Not really. But like many other people, we had some contact in our work.
Oh, did you now?
Okay. What was your impression of him?
Nice guy. Too nice. I'd even go so far as to call him gullible. Wouldn't be surprised if that's what got him killed.
That's so. You think he trusted the wrong person?
I'm just thinking out loud here. But yeah, it wouldn't be a shocker.
Interesting. Okay. Looks at the adopt button. Are you going to adopt the scummy weed dealer? Yeah, it's an interesting setting. We are talking post-civilizational collapse, or at least post-technological collapse, maybe, and a cyberpunk rebuild.
I'm trying to find a woman that Carl Oscarson was involved with. Know anything about that?
No, I don't stay updated on gossip like that.
If they're not buying my product, I don't care. I mean, post-COVID, yeah. Yeah, this is we're going very settlement here.
What's your opinion on Commissary Anderson?
For a chief of police, he's all right. He's actually fair. Unlike some of his underlings.
Oh, why?
So? You think they're harassing you?
Abso-friggin-lutely. One little mistake, those guys start hounding you night and day.
Do they now?
What do you think of Stina Ruth?
I have no idea who that is.
Okay.
Did you know Maya Strand?
A bit. She approached me a few months back about refining edible plants into a nutrient paste. I helped her plant some quality fungi for it, in exchange for a cut of the harvest. Then she got herself killed, so I guess all of that was a waste of time.
That's a morbid way of looking at it.
I guess so. I'm sorry about what happened to her, but I still gotta eat.
Okay, fair. Wonder if he knows.
Any idea of what this opens?
Not a clue.
Worth asking.
Okay, that's all I need.
Alrighty. See you around.
Okay.
Old Norse runes. A local custom, perhaps? Haven't seen them in any other settlements in the area.
Okay. So the runes are a thing. At the moment, I'm kind of balanced, by the way, between the various different points of view. Which doesn't shock me, to be honest. I only slipped once, for unfortunately I was running from the police at the time. Okay. Scholar Matsal. We can head east to Mimir Road or to the clinic. If they've started the autopsy, let's go have a check. The rune on the bottom left is an A. Ah, okay.
Hi there.
Hello.
Thought I'd introduce myself, since I'll be coming here a lot. I'm Agent England, Central Bureau.
Oh, nice to meet you. Sure, the doctor's excited. But even his morbid curiosity has limits, you know. After all, we mostly treat coughs and the occasional broken limb here.
I get it. I'll do my best to help. Oh, by the way, I'm supposed to go to the morgue. Where's that?
Down the stairs on your left.
Great, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
It's a map of the clinic layout.
Okay.
I'm guessing those contain patient files and such.
Well, makes a certain amount of sense in the small town.
A list of admitted patients. I don't recognize any of the names.
Okay.
I don't think anything about that needs to be written down.
Oh, okay.
A list of admitted patients.
Can I click and drag? Yes.
I don't think anything about that needs to be written down.
Okay. Oh, gosh.
Healthy looking plant.
If somebody could do the honours against P. Clarion and their spammy ways, that would be appreciated. So we've got the way out there, the way out there.
Locked.
Okay. Let's head to the morgue. He's got very clumpy and very sensible boots. Oh no.
Don't worry, Maya. You'll be put to rest soon. I know. Sorry about the delay. I was needed urgently out of town.
Well,
hello there.
now.
Me and this old gal have been expecting you.
Talkative, is she?
Oh, no doubt. The dead have a lot to say, you know. Sometimes more so than the living.
Is that so?
The living are fickle and prone to deceit. Once dead, we can't hide things anymore. Not from me, at least.
Well, the nurse said he had a morbid sense of humour. He's the doctor, not a pathologist, explicitly, Nid. So just imagine, when you've got a stinking cold, you go to see him. I agree, these days people must prove themselves trustworthy before I rely on them. I'm sorry you feel that way. I think most men and women out there are sincere. This is why we need ways to tell what someone's hiding. I think we're going with that one.
That's why we need ways to tell what someone is hiding.
I suppose. Psychology isn't really my field of expertise.
That's fine. You can leave that part to me. Now, I'd like to ask some questions.
Sure. Go right ahead.
Okay. I think I'm always going to have that running when I'm doing interviews. Makes sense. Patients come around twice. Once alive, once not so much. Oh, don't worry about it, Nomad's wandering.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
No. When I heard he was murdered, I didn't even recognize his name. I had to check my records to realize that I've treated him. To be fair, I've had many patients. But he must have been cursed with one of those awfully forgettable faces.
All right. Anything out of the ordinary in his medical history?
Sorry. Can't go into detail. Doctor-patient confidentiality, you know?
He's dead?
Keep it vague, then.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way. I doubt you'd learn much from his file.
Noted. Thanks.
Okay. I think, yeah, he must be relatively new in town. And yeah, Nomads, I don't know where you stand on such things, but we have a lot of people with things like ADD, ADHD in here, so don't you worry about keeping up. You do what you can.
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
I can't help with that. I didn't know Carl on a personal level.
Barely knew Carl at all, to be fair.
Do you recognize this couple?
The man is clearly the second victim, Carl. As for the woman, it's too hard to tell given the damage to the photo.
I need photo reconstruction, ideally.
What do you make of this?
The handwriting looks feminine, but I'm not sure what to make of the contents.
Okay.
What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
I think he does a fine job. He's been instrumental in making sure that I can work under such good conditions.
These are good conditions.
This place is surprisingly well equipped. Definitely on par with our facilities in the city.
True.
What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
She can be quite an unpleasant woman. I can't say I've enjoyed my few interactions with her.
Oh. Tell me about yourself.
What can you tell me about yourself, Doctor?
Oh, me? I suppose I would qualify as a workaholic. Most of my time is spent here.
So how long have you been practicing medicine?
Must be 16 years now, I believe.
Hope to get really good at it one day.
And you're the only doctor in Nordsund?
Yes, but we have good relations with the other settlements. We collaborate and pool resources when necessary.
This kind of has a touch of early Mutant Year Zero about it. With cyberpunk.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not really, but I enjoyed listening to the occasional lecture of hers at the museum. She had quite an intellect, that woman.
So she wasn't a patient of yours?
Oh, she was, but that's all confidential, so I can't say much about it.
I understand, but anything you can share would help.
Well, during the autopsy I noticed that she was unusually worn and feeble for her age.
Okay, and what does that tell us?
For one thing, that she would have needed help with the more physically demanding tasks of the museum.
Got it. Thanks.
I know, Ned, sorry. Okay, where are we?
What are your conclusions about Maya's murder?
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the multiple stab wounds to the chest and stomach, 2 of which were lethal.
Oh.
The murder weapon is a mid-sized blade, likely a knife of some kind. There are some defense wounds on her arms, so the victim likely tried to shield herself against her assailant. I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer. There's no blood on her that isn't hers, or any traces of skin under her nails. This makes me suspect that the killer likely wore protective clothing and gloves. The time of death was roughly 2300 hours last Tuesday, 5 days ago today.
Okay. No. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, embarrassing now. Yeah, alright. No need to keep rubbing it in.
Any theories on Carl's murder?
Not yet. I'll need to see the body first.
Okay. Right.
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie. Oh, one last thing. I've been told that the second body is on its way here. If you come back later today, I should be able to tell you something about it.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Right. Think it's time to smart scan. 43 blood type O, estimated TDA time of death TOD T-5 days. DNA and fingerprints added to data vault. Okay. See if she was killed with the same weapon. We have a matching pattern. Can I use the moulding resin to get an image of the knife, do we think?
That action doesn't seem productive to me.
Or not? Okay.
Multiple stab wounds, sizes approximately the same as the other body. I'd say the MO looks similar to the other murder.
Okay.
One last waiting room before the final embrace with the Earth. I suppose that's where the doctor writes down his autopsy reports.
Hello.
This might be useful.
Oh, I just wander off and half-inch a scalpel.
I'll wash my hands when I go to bed. Plenty of time still to get my hands dirty.
Okay. Yeah, as I said, I'm not going to go with this as a permanent solution to my bot issue.
I think that's for collecting the ashes after a cremation.
Oh.
Appears to be a small crematory.
No, somehow I have a very bad feeling about that. Okay. Let's head out. Right, let's go to Mimir Road since that's the other place that this is pointing me.
Alright, this is Mimir Road. Carl came through here recently.
Nomads, just out of curiosity, are you on the Artalsaurian Discord? Yep, you are in with a shot. People who might play it on here, some of them already own it. Me and Fish were in on playtesting.
Lettuce, carrots, and something else.
Oh, well, there's helpful. Something else. Now, forensic scanner. I'm after the boot prints. Because there was earth. There we go.
The boot prints lead up this set of stairs. I should head up and have a look.
Okay. So yeah, that's nice. Anything from Carl's DNA? When they say farming robots, they're not kidding, are they? They're huge. And smart scan. And the one on the building to the right says ATO something I. Yes, good point. Oh, I think it's shout, Fish. Oh, shout out, okay.
I'd say those are saffron crocuses.
There we go.
Not sure what those are. Doesn't look like tomatoes, at least.
You think your food grows shrink-wrapped, don't you?
Replica of prospecting, surveying, and defense robot. Courtesy of Nordson Museum.
Wow. This setting has mecha-sized robots.
Replica of multi-purpose cultivation robot. Courtesy of Nordson Museum.
But they're strung up like fairy lights, so they are just purely display.
That's not the right entrance.
No, I know.
More runes. Seems to be a common thing in Nordsund.
Okay.
Alright, got some clay.
Right. So I've got... basically, I've got loads of moulding equipment. That takes me to the North Town. So let's go check out the apartment.
Oh, this floor sure looks squeaky clean.
It better. We spent all yesterday mopping it. It wiped all the doors, too.
Oh, just my luck.
Well, are you fond of filth or something?
No, but filth contains valuable information for a detective. A colleague from my City Cop days would certainly say so. Major clean freak, that one. In this case, official police matter. Don't clean this hallway until further notice. I'm thinking 3.
In this case, yes. Official police matter. Don't clean this hallway until further notice.
You don't want me to clean. That's a first, but sure.
So that's taken me in the direction.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
I'm Special Agent England, here to investigate the recent murders. I need to ask you a few questions.
Okay, I'm Sven, the caretaker of this apartment block here. What can I help you with?
Yes, the second PDF giveaway is Wednesday. When I'm running ANG. A rune is diamond shaped with legs under it. That's enough. Nice, Sven. Slay 2nd edition looks like it's really good. Let's have my biometric analyzer up. I'm not saying this guy knows nothing, but, you know.
Do you know anything about the recent murder of a man named Carl?
Nope. As far as I know, no Carl lives here.
What about frequent visitors?
Maybe. Haven't heard the name Carl, but then again, I don't socialize with the tenants. I might recognize the man if I saw him.
Okay.
Do you recognize this young couple?
Oh, right, that fella.
You know him?
Yeah, I remember him. Most people just ignore me, but he always says hi. Nice guy.
How often would you say he was here?
At least on a weekly basis, but I work in many other buildings too, so it's hard to say.
Okay.
Got it. What can you tell me about him?
Just this one thing. He came up to me and asked about the electricity in apartment 113. He wondered if it was possible to get more power.
Odd. Did he say what for?
No. I told him to take it up with the residential office. There are strict quotas. He said he would bring it up with the tenant, a friend of his.
Okay. Do you know anything about the tenant?
Nope. Discreet, whoever it is. No idea who lives there.
Understood. Where can I find apartment 113 exactly?
There.
It's on this floor, just around the corner.
All right. Thanks.
Although actually from her POV, yeah, fair enough. End of 113 Mimir Road.
Do you know a certain Carl Oscarson?
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Okay.
What's your opinion on Commissary Anderson?
He's all right. A diplomat, I've heard. It believes in dialogue.
Do you know anything about Councilwoman Ruth?
She doesn't mince her words, that one. Some people take an issue with that, but I think it's refreshing. I heard she used to be a Central Bureau agent. Apparently she got her position here as some kind of retirement package.
Wow. Takes all sorts. So, yep. Version, it's 2nd edition of Slay literally came out in the last couple of months.
What can you tell me about Maya Strand?
We were acquaintances. I'd been helping her with repairs in the museum every now and then.
Oh.
Okay. When was the last time you saw her?
A few weeks ago. I was supposed to fix a showcase for her. Odd thing, though.
Yeah?
I saw her enter the museum from afar, but when I followed her inside, I couldn't find her. So I left the building, and then she came out the same way I did, acting all surprised, saying she'd been in there the whole time.
Strange.
Okay, that's peculiar.
Do you know Dr. Pearson?
Yeah, everybody knows Doc Pearson. Kind of bookish, but I like his sense of humor. Dark and twisted, my cup of tea.
Look, mate, you're setting yourself up as someone nice and quiet who was no trouble to anyone.
Do you know anything about the murder at the museum?
Nothing but common knowledge. I haven't been in that part of town for a while. A shame what happened to Maya, though. She always seemed like a harmless lady to me. Can't imagine who'd want to kill her.
Okay. Wonder if he knows the handwriting.
What do you think of this?
Looks intentionally vague, like they didn't want the wrong person to accidentally read it.
Yeah, that's my guess too. Any idea of what it means?
Not really, sorry.
Good idea, fish linking there. Okay.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
Back to work. Okay, so what do we have? We have Sven, we have a keypad, apartment door, and then you go upstairs. Be radical and try knocking.
Nothing. Guess no one's home. Locked. Some kind of code lock. Looks disconnected.
Okay. Unfortunately, he's cleaned everything, so I can't find anything. I could, if I wanted, kick the door in, but maybe the janitor can let me in.
Hey, Sven.
Yeah?
I need to get inside apartment 113. Can you help?
Sure, you can borrow this master key. Don't leave with it, though. I'll need it later.
Okay, thanks.
I'm not going to ask for a warrant or anything like that. Okay, I guess I'm going with the, gosh, I can smell
get back
gas.
To work.
Alrighty.
Don't use the scalpel inadvertently. Okay.
Huh.
So not disconnected. Okay. Okay. It was worth checking to see if either of them.
Hey, Sven?
Yeah?
Hey, I used the master key and some kind of electronic code lock on the side lit up.
That's weird. Those pre-collapse gizmos are supposed to be disconnected. Surprised they even work.
Wait, so the occupant turned it on without telling you?
I guess so, yeah. They must have some technical expertise. I don't even know how those things work myself.
Can't you force it open? Disconnect it, use an override code or something?
No way. Those things go way over my head. I'd say your best bet is cracking the code.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks for that. Okay.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
I mean, I could just boost up my strength and see if I can kick the door in. Just an idea. No dismembering live chicken folk, please.
Still won't open. The code lock must...
Okay, yeah.
Hi, doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
Guessing the code is the reverse of the date. But I don't know what the date is yet.
Hey, please don't leave with my key. I need that.
Oh,
right.
whoops.
Sorry.
Oh, that's nice.
Here's your key back.
All right, good.
So I think my attitude just took a hit. Because I accidentally tried to walk off with his key. Any pixie head of your finished figure lost to a hard drive crash. Oh, you have my sympathies, dear. Okay. I've already got some clay.
No need to do that again. A razor-sharp surgical scalpel.
Yeah, maybe not. And I use that to cut
action
some
doesn't
flowers.
seem productive to me.
Want to shoot the plants. Okay. So what's
I
north
don't
town?
think I need to go further north right now.
Okay.
That's not the right entrance.
Okay. So we have the school, we have to the east. Okay, what? That's random.
And anatomically correct, gentlemen.
I like you.
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Excuse me?
Humor me. I need some inspiration for my poem.
Oh, I get it. What was it again?
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Respect cleaning my gun, growing old and weak. Order sorting my notes and chaos. Trust eavesdropping and loneliness. Oh, I actually quite like number 3.
Trust, eavesdropping, loneliness.
Thank you.
So, you have a poem for me now?
I'll need some time. Come find me later.
Okay.
Nice, soothing sounds.
Or really annoying, depending on whether you're the owner. So,
Volter's Robot Emporium.
I'm looking for someone with tech expertise. Expertise?
Howdy, Pilgrim, and welcome to Volter's Bot Emporium. Novelty bionics, pet androids, robotic companions, we've got them all.
Hi there. I'm Special Agent Vera Anglin.
Ooh, here to solve the murders, right? What? Did Pop spill some oil when he lubed my joints this morning? I told you to keep my chassis clean in case of chicks.
For crying out loud, Nissa, just let the police lady ask her questions.
Oh, great. A ventriloquist act.
Oh no, she's on to us. Fine, you caught me. The man with the blue hat is just a puppet that I'm cunningly controlling with a set of strings.
Uh-huh.
That's a gosh darn lie. I'm fully steam-powered.
Cut the silliness. This is inappropriate behavior, citizen. I have some questions about the recent murders. I'd arrest you for constructing illegal AI, but there clearly isn't any intelligence involved here. Which are you adopting? The robots or the robot builder? I'm just curious. Going with 3, are we? Everyone's adopting the robots.
I'd arrest you for constructing illegal AI, but there clearly isn't any intelligence involved here.
Ha! That's...
See, if you were any smarter, you'd have a great comeback there.
Okay, Volter. It's time for you to do less talking and more listening.
Sure thing, officer. Just keep in mind that all of these are just harmless automatons. There's no real CPUs or nothing around here.
I'm not here to report illicit technology. I'm just interested in the killings.
All right, then shoot. Ask away.
So, AI is banned tech. Swears are okay here. Yep, go easy on F-bombs. No C word, please. And try and keep your gendered swears down. But otherwise, it's a mature stream. I swear a lot. But don't feel too bad if you do. And if it's something that, doesn't fly, then, you'll get bapped. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the C word is definitely a big arse no-no. Sorry, I'm hand cream. Okay, so I think this guy's worth analysing. Even. Okay, so tell me about yourself.
So, what can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Oh, well, what you see is what you get.
A crazy old fart with chronic coffee breath?
Oh, quiet, you little rascal. What I am is a tinkerer, a craftsman, a father of machines. I cherish building them. I adore putting them on display, and I especially love talking to them.
I've noticed. So how long have you been building robots?
Oh, ever since I was a boy. I grew up over at the junkyard.
Oh.
The place was cramped with old discarded robots. I didn't have many friends, you see.
Can't think why.
So I decided to befriend these machines instead.
Well, the graveyard. The junkyard sounds like it might be worth investigating.
What do you think of Dr. Pearson?
Quirky guy, but he means well. Sometimes he asks me to come over and help with the kids.
Oh yeah? Help how?
usually by playing doctor and patient with Nissa. It helps calm down the little ones.
Huh. That's clever.
Okay. Let's play doctor.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Yep, I work with her from time to time. Some of my handiwork can be seen in her exhibitions.
Ah, they got some robots in there.
Yeah, I assembled them from parts I found in the junkyard. Or the bot cemetery, as I like to call it. Sometimes I feel more like an archaeologist than a mechanic.
Got it. So, do you have any idea who killed Maya?
Ooh, I got a theory.
No, Nissa, it wasn't the big war robot in the main exhibition.
Why not? That thing is huge. It could easily rip people to pieces, or buildings for that matter.
I know because I built it, Nissa. It's totally harmless.
I don't buy it, Pops. It's got red eyes. That's a telltale sign of a bot turned evil.
What I wanted to say was that Maya could be a little odd, but I have no reason to believe anyone would want to kill her.
Pops calling others odd. Now that's a joke that requires no punchline.
Walter, try to focus on the subject matter, please.
Huh. I wonder if he's the guy who activated the keypad. You have the uncomfortable feeling this guy's a glimpse into one of your potential futures.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
A politician? Me and those kinds of people run in quite different circles, to say the least.
Makes sense.
What's your opinion on Anderson, the police commissary?
Seems like a reasonable man to me. But then again, I tend not to be involved in, you know, crime.
Yeah.
Right.
Hush, boy.
Uh-huh.
Do you know who lives at 113 Mimir Road?
Nope. No idea.
Okay, he's telling the truth.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
Yeah, friendly guy. Came here buying spare parts every now and then.
Spare parts?
Okay.
Like what?
All sorts. Filters, tubes, nuts and bolts, various electrical gizmos.
Any idea of what the parts were for?
Couldn't say, but I'm pretty sure whatever it was, it had fluid in it. Maybe a water filtering system, a pump, something like that.
Interesting.
All those parts laying around, but do I ever get a working left arm, Pops? No, you'd rather let some carpenter assemble a goddamn aquarium.
I could replace Mr. Limpy with a water gun if you prefer.
Man, soon you'll even let the kids paint a clown face on me again.
With a water gun for an arm, at least you could spray yourself clean afterwards.
Okay. Anyone else heartily glad that he clarifies that Mr. Limpy is one of his arms? You've studied Volta and concluded he's not Robinson. You had doubts, but you don't think Robinson could grow that beard. I can imagine Robinson with the beanie, to be honest. Okay.
Do you know anything about electronic door locks?
Why do you ask? If anything happened, that wasn't me.
Subtle, Pops. Don't read too much into it. People have a tendency to accuse him of things.
Relax, I just need to get a door open. I was wondering if you had any ideas.
Ah, that's techie.
Perhaps. What kind of lock is it?
Keypad.
It has one of those keypad things, and I think the code has 3 digits.
Oh.
Can't you just push the buttons 999 times?
She's a human, Nissa. That sort of activity is not as stimulating for her as it would be for you.
Ooh, you know what I'm thinking?
No.
Oh, no. No way. You'll ruin something. Or worse.
No.
Please, Pops, I could be her sidekick. She and I could solve mysteries together.
Walter, sometimes you take this ventriloquism skit a bit too far.
Pops could rig my arm. My good arm, that is. Unlike Mr. Limpy here on my left.
Let's not get into that, Nissa.
To push those buttons super fast and brute force the code.
I think I'll take my chances by myself, thanks.
Oh well, can't win them all.
People have a tendency to accuse him of things you may have spoken too soon regarding Robinson. Okay, I wonder if he knows.
Do you recognize this young couple?
Just the man, Carl Oscarson. Can't see who his lady friend is.
Okay. And the
What do you
note.
make of this?
No clue. But I gotta use doofus more often. Such a funny word.
Okay.
I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye, police lady.
I honestly can't decide about that little robot.
Cute little robot. What did people use the crab for?
Once upon a time, this was the most popular kitchen model. This fella could take care of any food-related task. Except the handling of shellfish, obviously. Even robots have moral standards.
It's agent, not police, indeed.
What does this little guy do?
Clean. Like a mean machine.
He doesn't look very mean.
Looks can be deceiving. He's nothing but vicious towards stains, dust, and all of their ilk.
Interesting that we do have certain elements of high tech that have been completely banned and that she barely recognises, and yet we're wandering around with nanobots in our bloodstream. It's Joey! Could be. Let's have a look.
Guess that belongs with the head up front. What's up with the head?
What do you mean? You think it's too big?
The robot head on the table, that is.
Oh, yeah, it keeps coming off. I'll fix it eventually.
There's a little cleaning robot that does bear a startling resemblance to a Joey.
Is the big guy in the back your mascot or something?
You mean Ufa? Nah, he's more of a concierge. He's sophisticated like that.
Sophisticate.
What does that tube-looking robot do?
That's no robot. It's just my teapot.
Not everything with lights on is a robot, you know. Jeez, some people.
Okay. Right.
Cute little robot.
Okay. So. Not wildly useful on opening that keypad. I need that date, I think. Yes, actual robot from Beneath and Beyond a Steel Sky. Very endearing. Sarky as all get out. I'm rather good. Got adopted about 2.5 seconds after his first appearance.
An anatomic...
Right.
Looks like an apartment building. I don't have any reason to go up there.
Okay. Do we have anything else?
He's
How you
busy
doing?
composing his verse.
He's versing at me. Not yet, but he will. Let's go look at the school. If she'll let me. He's a druid.
I don't have any business in the school.
Okay, I've got no good reason to go there, therefore I can't. I can get behind that. That seems fair.
Sounds like a class is in progress.
But what happens if you do it anyway?
Then policemen, or women, will come and arrest you.
Ooh, harsh.
It's the law. We mustn't make things that can think for themselves.
Oh.
But my parents created me, and I can think for myself. Did they break the law?
You make a good point, Alicia, but that's quite different.
Different how? I don't get why it's more dangerous to create a thinking machine than a thinking person.
You think too much, Allie.
No, that's good. You should always ask questions like these.
Huh. So, that's interesting. So AI is definitely banned.
I don't need to go down to the ground right now.
Right, is there anything else?
Hey, quick question. Is it safe to go to the apartment upstairs?
Well, sure. That area is unaffected by the damage.
All right, good. Thanks.
Cool, so I can go check out her apartment.
All right, Maya's place. Let's see if I can find any clues in here.
Machine learning and human thought are very, very different indeedy poos. See a droid, I thought you said he was versing Getrix. Oh, fish.
Nice collection of mushrooms. Looks like the edible kind.
Well, she was supposed to be doing mushrooms for nutrient paste. So basically she was after making that mushroom pate. Is why explainable AI is such a thing right now. Yep. Yeah, machine learning in sort of finance and banking is huge at the moment. And weirdly, insurance. May I have something in my eye? Better.
Not sure what kind of plants those are. Maybe medicinal? Doesn't look like vegetables anyway.
Medicinal plants, huh? Okie dokie. Let's smart scan this thing. Interesting trophy type object there. Well, this is Maya's place, so her DNA being on the bed isn't a shock. Let's see if Carl's is. Carl's is not. So whatever that is, she's been using it. Her DNA's all over this apartment. And her fingerprints. Hello, Kiri! And yes, it is indeed a murder mystery called Whisper of the Machine, or of a Machine. This is a post-apocalyptic, to a certain extent, but definitely post-collapse, cyberpunk world. And I am playing an investigator. Right, is there anything blade-shaped? She's got a selection of stuff up there that could be interesting. World would be so much better if people actually use machine learning customs for their tasks and not bought ready-made black box solutions or chase the next shiny thing. Oh, yes. Right.
This crude bed looks regularly used.
It's like crude.
Not sure.
Okay.
It's a sketch of a museum exhibition of some kind. It's titled Path of the Pilgrim.
Okie day.
A trophy in the shape of a robotic arm with a plaque. Winner of the 2041 annual Nordstrom Awards, Sebastian Strand. An old relative of Maya's.
Interesting.
Looks like various plant samples. I have no clue what this thing does, but it looks like it could have something to do with processing samples.
Okay, so she was into tech.
Doesn't appear to have power. Just as well. I wouldn't know how to make heads or tails of it anyway.
She has weird gaps in her technological knowledge.
Some kind of airtight container. It's labeled nutrients.
What was she feeding
Some
this
kind...
thing?
Looks like a hard and uncomfortable chair. Wouldn't risk falling asleep on the job in that one. Some old pre-collapse gadgets. Probably for the museum.
Okay. On shelf, items on shelf. We've got phone. Looks like an iPod. Huh. Whatever she got up
razor-sharp
to.
surgical scalpel.
Whatever she got up to, she...
That combination makes no sense.
Oh, it does. I want to snip the mushrooms.
That combination makes no sense.
No fair. Shoot the mushrooms, shoot the mushrooms. Don't have any power, unfortunately. A skylight. You're getting a kind of after someone nuked Tales from the Loop vibe from this. Possibly. No, that's fine, Alexia. You feel free. Ah, what's to the west then? Oh wow, that is a long way down. Oh, good lordy dicks. Rails, guys. They're a thing. How are there not more deaths in this part of town? Yes? No? Maybe? No? Okay, fine. Let's see if the doctor has any data for us yet. Explains why the villagers are so chill with death. People are getting randomly scraped off the floor.
I hope you can help the doctor finish up with the dead bodies soon. I think it's healthier for him to treat living people.
God, you're petty. We have Carl. I'm wondering if I hadn't turned nudity off, whether we'd just have the bodies without covers on. Yeah.
I had some more things to ask.
Shoot.
Okay.
I'm trying to find out who lives in an apartment over on Mimir Road. Any ideas?
Not sure, but there should be address records somewhere. I would suggest that you check with the commissary.
What's your opinion on Volter, the robot maker?
Oh, he's a bundle of laughs, isn't he? Sometimes he helps me out at the clinic when I need to calm down an anxious child. Nissa, his little robot, is an amazing tool. First, the child helps me treat Nissa, and afterwards, I treat the child. Seeing the whole process in a safe and playful space makes them much more at ease.
Machine learning, certainly not thinking. The moment people started creating software processes which were more complex than the average pleb could understand, however, they started calling them intelligent. Now we have no phrase for true artificial intelligence. This is true. Love the story of the AI they accidentally trained to check any photos of moles for measurements instead of cancer. Oops.
What are your conclusions about Carl's murder?
Just like the previous case, the cause of death is blood loss due to sharp force trauma to the upper body. The murder weapon looks similar to the one used on the previous victim. The victim has a bruised chest, likely from the impact of a hard fall to the floor. And this makes me believe that Carl was attacked from the front and fell to the ground, twisting as he fell. The killer then continued this brutal onslaught from behind to finish the job.
Ouch.
Contrary to the previous case, I couldn't find any defense wounds on the victim. The killer would have to be both strong and fast to overpower Carl like that before he could react and call for help. It's certainly not impossible, but I think it's unlikely that a woman could pull that off without considerable training. This leads me to believe that the person we are looking for is likely an adult male in good physical shape. The time of death was sometime late last night, around 10 to 12 hours ago.
Okay.
All right. Now that you've seen both bodies, do you have a theory?
I think it's very likely that a single perpetrator is responsible for both killings. The MO is the same, and the murder weapons share close similarities. Both murders were premeditated. The killer came well prepared with the clear goal of killing each victim. The lack of struggle during the second attack could be an indication that the murderer learned from their mistakes during the first assault.
Okay. Thanks for your input.
Think nothing of it. Happy to help.
Oh, cool. Yeah, indeed, chaps. What, quote, AI, unquote, does do very well is, of course, it can look for patterns far more quickly than your average person. Why underwriters are starting to use it a lot in life insurance cases. And weirdly, property insurance.
What are your conclusions about Maya's murder?
Most obvious first. The cause of the murder
Yeah,
weapon.
I've done that one. Right.
Not at the moment.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't recover any biological traces of them. This makes me suspect that the killer likely the time of death was roughly.
Okay, I've done that.
So there's this locked door that I'm trying to get through.
Unless this door needs medical attention, I'd suggest asking someone else.
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie.
Pattern recognition is recognised as a dangerous thing to rely on. Human pattern recognition is actually far superior to that of machines, but it gets us into so much trouble. Yeah, where it's being used, and unfortunately this is something I've keep having to research, whether I'm interested in it or not, is as a first stage weeding out process. Being used to get the big picture, and then actual humans get involved. And thank you very much, Nid. Software engineering loves pattern recognition, psychology hates it. Ah, yes. Nice and refreshing. And in my... Oh, I'm still waving it around because I'm still really happy with how it came out. Illustration courtesy of Valkyrie. Very easy to have it biased. It relies a lot on the data. This is it. You need huge amounts of data to get any kind of decent impact. Right, let's head to the police station. We have an address now. So, oh, hello. He's back.
Hello again, Constable.
Hello, Agent.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name before.
It's Gabriel Adamson, ma'am.
All right, then. I had some questions, Gabriel.
Sure, let's hear it.
Right, let's run down.
I'm trying to find the tenant of apartment 113 at Mamir Road. Can you help?
There are address records in the commissary's office. I'd suggest that you look there.
Okay, thanks. What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
I have opinions about how he does things, but I keep those to myself. I respect the chain of command.
Is it just me, or has the constable been bitten by Michael Biehn? And yeah, Fish, there are not many streams where you'll hear casual discussions of AI going on in chats. People forget predicting a pattern doesn't tell you the reason for the pattern. You keep hearing about it being used in medicine, and since one group gets diagnosed more, the program assumes they have it rather more than human bias. Yeah.
What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
The commissary is the only one at the station who has any regular contact with her. But my impression of her is good. She seems like a straight-up woman. Speaks her mind.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not really. I knew of her, sure. Most people in Nordson do, because of her importance to the museum. I hardly ever even saw her around, though. From what I hear, she was a bit of a recluse.
Oh, okay. That was unexpected.
What's your opinion on Dr. Pearson?
Guys are the best.
Do you mean professionally or personally?
Is there a difference?
I think he's a great doctor and coroner.
But?
Between you and me, he kind of rubs me the wrong way. All that fancy talk and those morbid jokes. It's almost like the recent deaths have cheered him up. But as I said, he does his job well.
I understand. Thanks.
Oh, okay.
What do you think of Volter, the robot guy?
Oh, he's great. My little brother loves him to death.
Yeah? He's popular with the kids?
You have no idea. He's quite the entertainer with that little robot of his.
Medicines, the data is deliberately skewed, which makes it even worse, yeah. Bish, there's that book you were reading, and there's also the data gaps highlighted in Invisible Women, of course. Where patterns were completely overlooked in industrial injuries because they dealt with fields that women traditionally took part in that weren't seen as dangerous.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Not much to tell. I grew up here in Nordson, and all my family is here. The commissary is my uncle. He's always been the one who encouraged me to become a policeman.
Oh.
So, how long have you been a cop?
8 years now.
Wow, 8? Must have started young.
Yep, started as a trainee at age 16.
I see.
24 years old. The awful thing is that the male-female data variances are known and ignored unless they want to use them. Yeah. I'm thinking of all those poor women running things like nail bars, where they suffered so badly from respiratory illnesses because they were constantly around the various chemicals and dust residue. Yeah, I know what you mean, Fish. Also, there's the fact that initially, when the COVID cases were being analysed, they weren't analysing the different genders. So they didn't realise that men were suffering more severe results initially than women were, and therefore needed treating differently, because they were only looking at male sufferers.
I see no reason to inquire further about that.
That's because I misclicked.
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
I was first at the scene. Poor woman. Looked like she had regained consciousness after some time and tried to crawl to the door.
Sounds horrific. I don't envy her.
Skewed data, gotta love it. Skewed data, not just not gathered data. That sort of thing I find fascinating. Depressing and makes me angry, but fascinating.
I've got a locked door that I need to get through. Is there a locksmith around?
We have a guy for that sort of thing, but I think he's out of town.
Alright, that's too bad.
Okay.
Alright, I'm off.
Good luck out there.
Let's turn off my analyzer. Right, let's go have a look at the records. And yes, if you hang around in chat for 3.5 seconds, Viper, Streamlabs bot will shout about the giveaway I have going on for roughly another 45 minutes. I gave it a 3-hour time limit. Hey, this is pretty damn good. There you go. Yes, I have 2 copies because Altal Sorin were giving them to me as a promotional thing because they work with streamers.
I had a few questions, Commissary.
Yes, you said something about records earlier.
I'm trying to find out who lives in an apartment at Mimir Road. Any ideas?
We have address records in here. Check the drawers behind me.
Perfect. I'll have a look in a bit.
Okay.
What do you think of Walter, the robot maker?
He may be a little strange, that man, but he has a heart of gold. Nordson wouldn't be the same without him.
What do you think of Dr. Pearson?
Oh, he's a fine man. Sure, a bit eccentric, but a really good physician.
Yeah.
Treated my knee way back. Good as new.
Been grumpy every day since you heard women aren't even recruited for many tests because they don't want to deal with pregnancy as if they couldn't find women on birth control. Yeah. And also, hormonal birth control is deemed to be too likely to skew results. Instead of catering for it and working out what the variances actually are, which would include recruiting women who both were and weren't on but hormonal birth control, they just lop them out as being too much trouble in many cases.
What do you think of Gabriel?
My nephew is a fine officer. He's a law and order kind of person. Stern, but fair.
Oh, law enforcement runs in the family.
I wish, but so far Gabriel and I are the only ones. I've been trying to get my son to join the force.
He's not a poet, is he?
All he cares about is girls.
Oh, okay.
Fishing. Suppose it could be worse. At least he brings home a fresh trout every now and then.
It's a very strange setting, this.
I've got a locked door that I need to get through. Is there a locksmith around?
There is, but he's out of town until tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Not really. I'll figure something out.
I still think that's down to the date.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
You're wondering why the giveaway was for a TED Talk. Okay. Drawers.
The drawer is labeled Address Records.
Yes, please.
These should come in handy. I'll be able to match a name to an address, or vice versa. Let's have a look.
Oh.
Katarina Berg. Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
So 1380 she arrived. It's a 3-digit code.
I copied the information onto a loose page from my notebook.
3-digit code, so your bet right now is this little village is where people who don't fit in neat little boxes go. I want to know what the AI's got up to, frankly. Your kind of village. So Nomad's wondering, just out of curiosity, when you're playing Cyberpunk, are Nomads your gig? Okay, go to Mimir Road. Hi Sven, Gizmaster Key.
Hey, Sven.
Yeah?
Love the line from the TED Talk. This is Gillian McKeith, Dr. Gillian McKeith, PhD, or to give her full medical title, Gillian McKeith. God, I hate that woman so much. Played every sort, especially in Cyberpunk 2020. Fair enough.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is?
Sounds familiar. That could be someone who lives here, but I'm not sure.
You're really not much use,
What's
are
your
you?
opinion on Gabriel?
Seems to take his job seriously. A bit on the strict side, maybe. But hey, cops gotta be tough. Now, I myself never had a run-in with the law, so that's pure speculation on my part.
Whoa. Sorry guys, hang on. That was fun. Yeah. Sorry, sudden vertigo. Yeah, I'm okay. Okay. That's alright. Just God now, but yeah, that just confused me.
What do you think of Walter?
Funny guy. Yeah, I see him regularly in my work, and he always finds a new way to crack me up.
Everyone likes Volta. I'm a bit concerned that everyone likes Volta.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
Okay. Let's have a look at the keypad. So...
Hi, doofus. You're
Nope.
Katarina Berg.
Oh.
Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR. Which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years.
Right.
Katarina Berg.
So, 1380 AR. See, 256 is her birthday. Okay. So, 1380. Ah! No, okay.
Katarina Berg. Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR.
May 13th.
Which means she's been in Nordson.
Okay. So, say 315? Yes!
Wow, a code and a fingerprint? These people have absurd safety concerns.
Damn. Okay. I don't have anything with her fingerprints on.
That won't produce a fingerprint.
Eh. You say that in your podcast. If you don't tell us, you can't improve. Exactly. I was about to say exactly the same thing, Alexia. Good call. Okay. I need something she's touched. Need something she has touched. Didn't mean to click that.
Hey, Sven.
Yeah?
I figured out the code, but now the electronic lock seems to require a fingerprint, too.
Well, you need to find the tenant, then. Or another person they may have given access to.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
So back to the morgue it is. Because I'm guessing at least Carl had access. Let's get back into it, but lack the equipment. Yeah. Setting-wise, this looks a lot like Shardlight, but with less plague. Okay.
Nice and thick. I can easily shape it with my hands.
Right, so what we're going to do is we are going to use that with Carl, and we're going to get an impression of his fingerprints.
I just need a quick mold of one of his fingers. Thought I'd use this clay here.
I suppose that's fine.
Cut his finger off? No! Make a mold of Carl's finger, kinda complicated, but should work. Don't make a mold. Why am I going to such convoluted lengths to a corpse? Surely there's an easier way. I can't think of an easier way, so I'm going to get a mold of his fingerprint. All the archives were on a now defunct site. Ooh. Did I see a hello to Shard? Hello, Shard, and indeed to all of my friends on that side of the pond, happy Thanksgiving. Okay, so now I'm going to use the moulding resin with the clay mould, and hopefully
this should work. I'll go and add some water.
Get some fingerprints.
Okay, hopefully this can fool the scanner. I got rid of the clay mold. No more use for it.
Yes. I have a replica finger. Happy gobble gobble day. I'm not going to cut the guy's hand off. Yes, there is indeed a giveaway. That's the wrong way. That is not where I wanted to go. That's where I wanted to go. Back to Mimir Road. So, what do people think of Whisper of a Machine? I like it so far. I very much like her.
A molded replica of Carl's finger.
Okay, so we are on 315.
A molded replica of Carl.
Yeah, I know. There we go. And we're in. Okay. Huh.
Wow. How on earth did they manage to assemble all of this undetected? This is highly illegal. I'll have to report it as soon as I finish the murder investigation.
Yeah, thank you for making the murder a priority.
There's a valve on this pipe here, labeled O2. Not sure what to do with it.
We have letters, however. Let's read the letters.
There's a letter here. Hey, Kata. Or should I use your new alias? It's pretty ironic, since you're the least prudent person I know. JK. Anyhow, I'm sitting here alone, and it all feels so surreal. It's hard to believe that it won't be long now before we can let him out. He's ours, but not really. He truly belongs to the world. Bigger than the both of us, greater than the sum of our parts. Yeah, I can hear you saying, enough with the melancholy, Carl. We're so close now, we should be ecstatic. Anyway, I'm leaving this letter because I'm going away for a couple of weeks. My father passed away. I just got word and, well, I need to deal with things in the village. I'll be okay. We'll talk as soon as I get back. Love, Carl. The letter is dated about a month ago.
And that's when he started being weird. I mean, weirder than before. So, somebody named Carter, who I'm guessing is going by the name Prudence. Yep, it's running for about half an hour more. Should close automatically. And place your bets. AI jumps to a human host. Interesting idea, isn't it?
Big enough for 2 people. Recently used.
Oh, that's a polite way of putting it. Smart scan. I like that she is technologically dense, ignorant. Right. Carl's biodata. That surprises me that it's not there. But it's there. So, he was in that bed. I wonder if Maya was. Maya was not. We don't have any boot prints. So, whatever was going on, Carl was in here. And indeed in here. Let's have a look at the console.
Oh, just my luck. Like getting in here wasn't hard. I need more to go on before I can try guessing the password.
Fantastic. Yeah, there's a Discord shout out, Discord command in there if someone wants to drop the link into the channel. If nothing else, there's a bunch of friendly gamers. We have a strange sphere. Oh, that bodes well.
No idea what it's for. Looks like something is missing here.
Okay.
Some kind of live output of technical information. I can't make sense of it.
Wonder if...
I don't think anything about that needs to be written down.
You never know.
There's a valve on this pipe here, labeled O2. Not sure what to do with it.
I'm concerned that there's an O2 tank.
Some kind of large tank. Looks like it opens. I wonder what's inside. Some kind...
Okay. Do we have an open button? Is that even something we want to do? That's the console, that's the bed. The letter. We don't have... Oh.
Looks like someone is expecting.
Oh. Okay, if somebody's pregnant, then Dr. Pearson might know. If I can persuade him to get past the doctor-patient confidentiality. Don't have anything I can open there.
That combination makes no sense.
Worth a shot. Okay, so yeah, basically this entire room is extremely illegal. Open the valve, spark up a lighter and peer inside. What, with a pure O2 valve next to it? Yeah, maybe not. Volta is my next option. Yeah, nobody goes in there.
Hey, Sven?
That's all illegal in there, the entire room. Okay, never mind.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Yeah, don't go near there. Don't touch it. Nothing. Pregnancy and illegal AI is a worrying combination. Yeah. Very much so. And
I don't think I need to go further north right now.
Okay. Worth a shot.
Replica of prospecting.
Volta reminds you of you if you were forced to spend time bum from Toonstruck for too long. Oh god, no. It does make you wonder how bad the collapse actually was, doesn't it? Okay, Doc. Was she pregnant?
I had some more things to ask.
Shoot.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is?
I don't recognize that name. Nope.
What do you think of Gabriel?
Your average policeman. I have no strong opinion about him one way or the other.
Okay.
No, this note is just a reminder to myself. I don't need to show it to anyone.
Okay, fine. Still very central.
That's enough questions.
Very
for now.
well balanced.
Okie dokie.
Huh. I mean, we do have tech.
I hope you can help the doctor finish.
Oh, okay. Fine. We're being awfully nice is what we're saying. Yeah, basically, yes, we're taking a very balanced approach to things. There can't be that many pregnant women in town.
Hello again, Gabriel.
Hey there, can I be of assistance?
I know that voice. I'm gonna have to look him up.
Do you know who Katerina Berg is?
Doesn't sound familiar, no.
You know somebody called Prudence.
All right, I'm off.
Good luck out there.
Right, let's see if we've got Katerina Berg.
I had a few questions, Commissary.
By all means.
It's supposed to be Commissar.
Do you know who Katerina Berg is?
Sorry, I'm bad with names.
Oh, are you?
Do you know who Katerina Berg is?
Sorry, I'm bad with names.
Okay, fine.
I don't need to know his opinion on that.
Excuse me. I just thought I would check if
That's all I needed.
Very well.
he was going to have a reaction. But he does not.
A collection of what seems to be both fiction and books on law and social sciences. If that's all Anderson's, he's quite well read.
Let's address records.
Looks like a lot. Just lots of case files. The window offers a view over a street that connects to the town square.
Oh, okay. So,
I've already done that.
Okay.
As expected. Nothing new.
Okay.
I don't think I need to look him up.
You're not going to use your police powers to look up people
I don't need to
who
look
you
that
might
up.
fancy.
I don't need to look that up.
Okay.
A small local greenhouse. A typical site in Nordson, it seems.
I'm wondering about going back to talk to the dodgy weed dealer. At the cafeteria. Just admitting he had a past life before coming here. He changed his name because people were looking for bandwidth names and he needed to hide. What if Katerina Berg's the school teacher?
I don't have any business in the school.
Oh, care to bet?
I think they deliver groceries through there.
Okay. So, well, I'll probably have to poodle around in there at some point, just not yet. Oh, he's gone.
Looks a bit overgrown. Could use some trimming. A razor-sharp surgical scalpel. That action doesn't seem productive to me. I don't have anything else to say. I don't... Robot? Drilling machine? Space rocket?
Okay, then. Let's have one little final pass.
He's busy composing his verse. Looks like an apartment building.
That's number 5 something.
An anatomically correct gentleman. Nice, soothing sounds. I don't see how those things work together.
Cut down
nice
the wind
spot
chimes?
there next to the wind chimes, but I don't feel like sitting down.
Can't look at the fan. There's Walter the robot. Okay, Lady Nomad. If you win the draw, I will whisper. So yeah, I was going to say, make sure that you're set to allow incoming. Well done, Meg. You had to scare people off at random.
Hi again.
Hey there. What can I do you for?
I've got the room full of weird shit tech.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is?
Katarina Berg. Katarina Berg. Nope, not ringing any bells.
What's your opinion on Gabriel, the policeman?
Dodgy as shit.
He's an asshole. That's what.
Nissa thinks that guy is robophobic. Don't ask.
Okay. The robophobia, very good, apparently, Doctor Who audio play.
I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
Bye bye.
What else have I got?
My picture of Alex. I miss him.
We don't know whether Alex is boyfriend, ex, brother, deceased, all of the above. Let's see if I can finish the day. I may have got as far as I'm getting today. I didn't check if he's lying about Katarina. True.
Nice big lemon. Small
And I
miracle
should
to
have
see it
done.
grow to that size under these conditions.
But I'm not convinced he can actually hold a deceptive thought in his head.
I've looked there already.
Alright then.
Doesn't appear to be functional. There's not even a switch or anything.
Okay.
Maybe later. No, I'm not tired.
Okay. No secrets from Nissa, not after the Mr. Limpy incident.
Hello again, Gabriel.
Hey there, can I be of assistance?
I don't know. Can you? No. No, you
All right,
can't.
I'm off.
Good luck out there.
Wonder if the co-worker knows a Katarina Berg. I know I said I wouldn't be back.
No
Oh,
need to
okay.
go back in.
That's the tower's edge.
No, I'll leave her to her job for now.
Okay.
Doesn't appear to have power. Just as well. I wouldn't know how to make heads or tails of it anyway. Some kind of airtight container. It's labeled nutrients.
You see, this worries me slightly.
Nice collection of mushrooms. Looks like the edible kind.
I don't know what that key opens yet. I don't know what plants are. Smart scan is not necessarily going to be of any use to me. And we've established I don't think Carl was ever in here. But Maya was, because this is Maya's apartment.
It's a sketch of a museum exhibition of some kind. It's titled Path of the Pilgrim.
Okay.
Oddly dense cluster of prints on the corner of this panel here.
Oh, hello.
A hidden safe.
Oh.
Locked, unfortunately, but there's the keyhole.
We have a key. We can't get into the museum until tomorrow.
Huh. Since this key was hidden by Carl, it looks like we have a clear connection between the two victims. Let's have a look. A few bags of rare seeds, a bar of platinum,
wow,
some coins, and a book. The book looks important. I'll take it. Maya must have hidden it here for a good reason.
Okay, you're probably law-breaking, given we know that what
The
Carl
title
was up
is
to was...
The Conduit Codex.
Oh, that doesn't
Now,
bode well.
Wait a minute, this can't be the Conduit, can it? Those crazy zealots trying to resurrect AI? I think this case just got a lot more complicated.
Oh boy.
There was a written piece of paper used as a bookmark. I put it aside. Let's have a look in the book.
Read of the conduit. I trust in my mind. God is my mind's creation, conceived in my mind and born by it. God is my mind's extension, and like a child outlives his mother, so will God survive my mind's demise. Okay. Melinda, sister of Prudence. Hello. There was a reference to Katerina not being the least prudent person he knew. So could be going under the name Melinda, could be going under the name Prudence. Wow, okay. Religious fanaticism tied to AI research. No way that could possibly go wrong. Oh my god, look at this. Ancient history, runes, and AI. Huh. I'd leave the platinum myself. Wouldn't want to convert it into real cash and go on a holiday to Mallorca. Don't say things like that. That would be lovely. Oh, okay, so this
was
bookmark.
used as a bookmark in the book I found in Maya's safe. It reads, Consul PW, think new, Katerina. Doesn't appear to have...
Okay. Prudence, I'm assuming. This really does feel like you are properly investigating things. Thank you for not making me go through the code and fingerprint log again. Okay.
Hey, Kata. Or should I use your new alias? It's pretty ironic, since you're the least prudent person I know. JK. Anyhow, I'm sitting here alone, and it all feels so surreal. It's hard to believe that it won't be long now before we can let him out. He's ours, but not really. He truly belongs to the world. Bigger than the both of us, greater than the sum of our parts. Yeah, I can hear you saying, Enough with the melancholy, Carl. We're so close now. We should be ecstatic. Anyway, I'm leaving this letter because I'm going away for a couple of weeks. My father passed away. I just got word and, well, I need to deal with things in the village. I'll be okay. We'll talk as soon as I get back.
Okay.
Love, Carl.
I don't love Carl. I really don't love Carl.
Some kind of lie.
Okay.
That action doesn't seem productive to me.
It seems really productive to me.
Yeah, it looks likely that Melinda is
Yeah.
it. I need to be sure, though.
Okay.
Yeah, they both do mention Katarina's new name. I should try to figure out what it is.
Right.
That combination makes no sense.
No, that combination makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it looks likely that Melinda is... Hey, Kata. Anyhow, it's hard to believe he's ours, but not really. He truly belongs to the world. Bigger than the both of us, greater than the sum of our parts. Yeah, I can hear you saying, anyway, I'm leaving, I'll be okay.
Right. So definitely Melinda. But I don't have a keyboard. Appears to be letting Dratty enter a Katarina info.
I don't see how...
Not actually what I meant to do.
Yeah, I'm sure this is the console the note... I don't see how those things work together.
Because you're an idiot.
That action doesn't seem productive to me.
Okay, let's just make sure that I've actually read it. Melinda, Sister of Prudence, yes. Unless I'm actually supposed to find out who this Melinda character is before I put it in. Unless I'm supposed to actually just type it on my screen. Oh, I am. Okay. That was me being a silly. I was looking for an in-game keyboard. Oh, you're the messenger. Very niche and well done. Console unlocked. Okay. What do we have here? Chamber open close status. Okay. Oh no. Heart rate abnormal. Adjust oxygen levels using maintenance valve. Water filtration adequate. Fetal fluid blue concentration. Oh no. Oh dear. Huh. That's disturbing. However, and it's 8 months gone. Right, okay. Opening chamber hole.
My God.
Yeah. They're growing a baby with integral blue. Yeah. Okay, we have to adjust the oxygen.
I'm not sure how I feel about this. What the...
Oh, this is getting weirder.
It's not too late. There'd be sacrifices, but it'd be worth it.
Excuse me?
That was unsettling. They did warn me about the side effects. I hope that was just a brief glitch in my blue.
Uh-huh.
I need to go and report these findings to Stina. But I should probably make sure the tank is stable first. I don't like that blinking red light over there.
Yeah, I need to sort out the oxygen.
Ugh, it's stuck.
Kidding me.
All right, it's loose now.
That sorted it. Nope, don't like that. Not liking that at all.
It won't turn any further.
Okay. I don't know how far I have to turn it. Oh, okay. Right, I can do a biometric read on L Baby. Okay.
The heart rate looks good now.
Okay.
I'll keep the valve in this position.
Huh.
All right. Seems stable. I should get going.
This is one of the most investigative games. Okay. Hi, yeah. We've got the thing.
Agent England, reporting in.
Oh, there you are. How was your first day?
Well, it turns out that the second victim, Carl, was up to something.
That's polite.
And whatever they were doing, I'm sure it's somehow connected to the killings.
Well, you got yourself one juicy case here. Those two lovebirds of yours just turned a double homicide into an anti-terrorism effort.
Shit, you're right. Do we need to call for backup?
Nah, you can always call in the local cops if anything big goes down.
Oh gosh.
I suppose. So how active is the conduit these days anyway? From what I was taught at the academy, they're practically a non-threat now.
Sure, we caught some of their head honchos, blew up a few strongholds, but it's hard to wipe out an ideology. All it takes is for a single book to remain in circulation, an idea to spring to life, and we're all back to square one.
While that may be, censorship isn't the answer. Dialogue and compromise is the key to true progress. I was saying there's a freaking fetus in the tank for the end of the convo. Yes, this kind of thinking is incredibly dangerous. Have we learned nothing from our history? The relentless stance against these people always puzzled me. Aren't our orgs technically AI? Let's question this.
The relentless stance against those people always puzzled me. Aren't our augs technically AI?
Sounds like someone slept through the lectures on nanoscale distributed processing networks.
I most certainly didn't. I just found it to be a bit of a gray area.
Well, your augs do not use CPU cores for processing. They rely entirely on your existing neurons.
Right, and since the nanites essentially piggyback on my brain, they're classified as a procedural system.
You got it. Perfectly legal. Enough about that. Let's get back to the case.
Sure. I found a functional womb tank in the apartment at Mimir Road. It had a living unborn child inside.
Oh. Artificial wombs are highly illegal. I'll have to notify our superiors.
There's more, Councilwoman. The tank fluid had traces of blue.
Really? Now, how the hell did they get that? Any concentrated vials?
Not that I could see.
Be on the lookout. They might have a stash somewhere.
I will. I wonder how the child fits into their agenda.
Guessing growing an AI.
Good question, ain't it? Want to hazard a guess?
It's gotta be some kind of experiment, right?
Bingo. These people are fanatics. That's what they do.
So what will happen to the child then?
That's not for you to worry about. I'll get word to the city, and they'll send someone within a week or so. Meanwhile, I'll have the apartment put under surveillance.
Yeah.
I'll get someone discreet, in case the Lady of the Hour returns.
Understood.
So, what are your thoughts on the killer?
We're indeed dealing with a conduit. Maybe they had internal disagreements, turned bloody. Could be a lone vigilante with opposing views to the conduit, picking them off one by one. Maybe it was a trained hitman from an organised enemy faction. One possibility is this is simpler than we think, just some kind of relationship drama. My gut feeling is lone vigilante.
Could be a lone vigilante with opposing views to the conduit, picking them off one by one.
Could be. Either way, finding this gal who was hot and heavy with Carl should be your next task.
Agreed. I'll do my best to track her down tomorrow.
Good. Dismissed, Agent.
I mean, I'm just fundamentally not trusting the system as it stands anyway. So, I am going to call that for today. Because, you know, it's epic. We don't know what AI did to cause this problem, to cause so much hatred. So, I am going to make sure that the giveaway has closed, which it should have done. Okay, so pick a winner. Yeah, this is a game I could finish in one go where I left my own devices, but I've got some stuff to finish up. There's a lot to it. Okay, so drum roll please. Nidhogg tier. Congratulations. No, I'm not. I'm not kidding. So, at some point in the next couple of days, if you can give me the email address that you use on DriveThruRPG, and if you don't have one yet, set up your DriveThruRPG account, and I will pass that on to Artel Saurian, and then they will send you the link for your free PDF. What I will do probably is I will send it after I've done Wednesday's draw, and then I can just send one email at the same time and save bugging them twice. So yeah, congratulations, well done. Brand spanking new copy of a brand spanking new RPG. So thank you everyone, both for sticking with me and for taking part in the giveaway. And it's much appreciated. There were 1, 2, 3. Okay, there were several people entered. There were a fair few people. So Wednesday I will be running Wood Pirates, which is a quick play scenario for Cyberpunk Red. I'll be doing that on Astral, so if you're playing it, if you've tossed your hat into the ring, then you're going to need an Astral account, but that's free to set up, and that goes through DriveThruRPG. And aside from that, it'll be just distributing out the pre-trained characters. Oh, thank you for saying so, Shant. Right, and I will get in touch with everyone who's playing next week, and I will do the giveaway for the second copy on the Hint Plays channel when we're streaming. So, well done, Nid. And I will see you guys all on Sunday for Mutant Year Zero, and Wednesday for Cyberpunk. Right, I'm going to go away now because I'm clearly losing the plot. Amazing game. So if Meki is still in channel, thank you. I'm so enjoying Whisper of a Machine. This promises to be quite complicated, and I am loving every minute of it. And I really like the character. So, I will see you guys around, and thank you very much. Good night, and good night.